All right, guys, welcome back to In the Pressbox, episode 33. Roll the music. All right, today in this episode, we have viewing pick of the week, Wimbledon, Gold Cup, the MLB AllStar week, and MLS/NBA Summer League. Then we round it out with statements and predictions, including announcing the winner. My name is Benjamin, and you guys are?
Aiden.
And Alex.
All right, let's get into it. We're going to start off with some Wimbledon. I'll mainly talk. Maybe these guys will answer a couple of questions, but we'll see because I understand not everybody watches a lot of tennis, but Wimbledon is underway with some fantastic storylines through the first few days on the court. So I'm going to talk about what has happened and provide a few live updates as Murray and Tsitsipas are in a 5-set thriller as we speak. For those of you who don't know, Andy Murray is a very famous tennis player. Tsitsipas is also very famous. So we had something really interesting happen this week that has never happened really before in Wimbledon. We had one of the longest matches that we've ever seen in Wimbledon in terms of the latest it's gone. So at Wimbledon, they have a special curfew there because it's a very private ground and the players stay there, and they have a strict 11 p.m. curfew. But for the first time in a long time, since like the 90s, we had a match go past 11. So that was kind of a big piece of history right there. Djokovic plays later today at Wimbledon. That should be coming up in about an hour. He also is able to get past a couple of good opponents with ease. Coco Gauff on the women's side, she's from the U.S. She is one of the highest ranked players in the world. She was shocked in the first round and eliminated. So overall, Wimbledon's been very interesting this year. They also had, unfortunately, a car crash there yesterday that killed like 2 people. So rest in peace. We don't want to hear about that. And, you just hate to hear that. It's very rare that that happens, of course, especially over there when it's such a private ground. But I think it has happened before. So I guess there's going to be more coming out about that. But on a more positive note, Alcaraz and Djokovic look to be the two kind of runaway favorites. But this Murray and Tsitsipas match has been insane. Yesterday they played about 4 sets of it, and then today they had to resume with that 5th set due to the curfew. So, yeah, that's what's been happening at Wimbledon. Let's move on to the Gold Cup, and let's bring in Aiden and Alex here. So the Gold Cup has reached the quarterfinals. On Saturday, Panama takes on Qatar, and Mexico faces Costa Rica. Then on Sunday, Guatemala plays Jamaica, and then the U.S. battles Canada to close it out. Guatemala top Group D in a surprise run of form. I want to ask you guys a question, then we'll get to viewing pick of the week. Which team has surprised you the most in the Gold Cup?
Certainly, I think Canada, I would maybe say. I know Canada's a team that kind of had some high hopes going in to the tournament, and they kind of let down early in the group play, and then they were just not able to just get ahead over Guatemala, and just kind of surprising. And it's going to be a tough draw for USA as they play on Sunday night.
Aiden, what about for you? Which team surprised you?
The team that surprised me so far is Guatemala.
That's a good one. For me, honestly, it's been Qatar. If you look at Qatar, they were a shocker to advance to the next round. They hosted the World Cup last year, right? And they didn't do well in the World Cup because they aren't that good. Then they come to the Gold Cup and they lose their first game to Haiti, and everybody thinks that they're out, including me. And then they shock Mexico and San Francisco and get a 1-0 win, and just sneak past to take on Panama. So I think that is really impressive stuff from Qatar right there, and has really surprised me that they got through. Which matchup are you looking forward to the most? With the matchups that we've named, is it Mexico or Costa Rica? Is it the classic U.S. and Canada? What are you guys looking forward to?
I think that, like you said, Mexico and Costa Rica, that's going to be a great game. Kind of some rivalry there. But also, I don't really know if anything really can beat the USA-Canada. It's a rematch. So what happened a couple weeks ago, and both teams, obviously, it's a single elimination, so both teams need a win. And USA, they played great. They won their group, but they certainly haven't been playing the best teams out there, and they haven't been playing their best. So hopefully big players step up in that role and just able to get the victory, and we move on to the next round and see who we had to face then and there and beat them, hopefully.
Aiden, so what matchup are you looking forward to the most?
I'm looking forward to the United States versus Canada match. I think it'll be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I don't know how anybody could go anywhere else besides the U.S. and Canada. Just like Alex was talking about, a rematch of that Nations League final from a couple weeks ago. I don't know. Canada's looking for some revenge, but they don't have any of their star players. Have really underperformed in this tournament, as Alex alluded to earlier in his shocker. So, it's going to be an interesting game. I also do like. I'm really psyched for Guatemala and Jamaica, because I'm curious. Both of these teams have punched way above their weight class in this tournament. Guatemala has just been unbelievable. For a team that's not been in the Gold Cup for a long time, to top their group is amazing. And Jamaica was definitely a tough challenge, and the U.S. was lucky to escape with a draw, against them earlier. And I believe whoever wins the U.S. and Canada game will face Guatemala or Jamaica, but I could be wrong about that. But I'm intrigued by that game, but I'm going to have to go with U.S. and Canada for me there, personally. Let's move on. Oh, actually, no. Quickly, let's do viewing pick of the week. Aiden, let's start us off. What's your viewing pick of the week?
My viewing pick of the week is USA versus Canada.
All right. Alex, what's your viewing pick of the week?
I actually have two. Mine is the Home Run Derby, of course. That's kind of like a classic, always. But also this weekend, you're going to see kind of a preview to the AllStar game itself with the Rays versus Braves. The top two teams in power rankings, and whoever wins that series is going to be obviously probably the unanimous number one team in all the power rankings and the standings, as the Braves are number one team based off of standings, and Rays are number two based off the standings.
Oh, wow. For me, my viewing pick of the week is going to be not the Home Run Derby, but the MLB All-Star game. That's going to be Tuesday at 8 Eastern on Fox. So that's my viewing pick of the week, the MLB All-Star game, because that's going to be good. Speaking of the MLB All-Star game, let's go to the MLB All-Star game segment. So the All-Star game kicks off next week from Seattle. The Home Run Derby starts next week there on Monday. So this week on Monday. Who do you have winning and taking home the Home Run Derby crown this year?
I think they're going to be able to use the home crowd momentum. Julio Rodriguez is going to win. Kind of a lower seed guy that I was kind of surprised he was a lower seed. And I think he's going to be able to use the momentum from the crowd. Like I said, that's his stadium, and he's going to win.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good pick. I'm going to go with kind of a surprise one. I think Adley Rutschman could take home the Derby. I think he really could, because Adley, he's young, he's got good pop at the plate. I could see him making it pretty far, but I do like the Julio Rodriguez pick. Another one for me is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. I mean, the power is just insane, but I don't think he's had the best year. Aiden, do you have any player that really stands out that you think might take it home, or are you not sure?
Maybe Mookie Betts.
Okay. Yeah, Mookie Betts is a good one. Okay, so here's kind of like the big question for everybody here to answer. What player? That's actually a great question. Alex texts in here. That's actually a really good question. Who do you think? That's a great question. Who do you think should be in the home run derby that is not?
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Alex, who do you think?
I think there's a lot of people that kind of opted out. Obviously, Shohei, he would not have been able to he probably would not have done it anyway because of his status with his injury. But Matt Olson, I would say.
Matt Olson, yeah. I mean, listen, I'm not the biggest Braves guy. People know that. But I got to give it the two Braves right there, Matt Olson and Ronald Acuna Jr. were definitely snubbed. I mean, Acuna has been lights out. Another one that I think would be interesting. Now, it wasn't ever going to happen, but this Ellie De La Cruz guy from Cincinnati is just out of this world exciting to watch.
They need like a speed competition.
Yeah. I mean, Ellie, that would be awesome. Like, who can like round the bases the fastest or something like that?
Yeah, they should do that. Like a relay race.
That would be awesome.
You know how they have like the NBA like trios.
Mm-hmm.
So like the Antetokounmpos normally do it. The Holidays normally do it, and then like the home representing team has a trio. They should do that.
Yeah, I agree with that. That would be awesome. I'm on like the Ellie De La Cruz hype train. Do you know that guy? Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Favorite guy, rapper, Jack Harlow.
Yeah, I know him.
That's his favorite rapper. And him and Jack Harlow were hanging out. So it's kind of funny.
Yeah, he's so exciting to watch, though. I mean, he's electrifying. I don't think he's in the AllStar game, though.
No, and he'll also be there for a while. Like, he'll be there for a long time and will be there for maybe like if younger kids watching now, their kids may be watching him still, and just how young he is and good he is. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he is here to stay. Ellie De La Cruz. I mean, he's going to be a big name for a long time. I have a feeling. Okay, so let's ask the ultimate question: what player are you most looking forward to watching over this whole All-Star week, and why?
I would say Orlando Arcia. I think he's going to be great. Kind of getting his kind of first experience in the All-Star. Kind of younger guy like Ella De La Cruz, but he's not that young. Like, he's not as young as him, but he's kind of younger guy. Kind of a surprise standout season. And also, I know I've been saying a lot of Braves here, but also Sean Murphy, how just dominant he was and winning over the catching position. Will Smith was the second leading vote in the National League, and he was nowhere near him in the votes.
Aiden, who are you looking forward to watching?
Either Shohei Ohtani or Ronald Acuna Jr.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to agree with that. Shohei, though, I can't tell if he's going to play. I think he is, but I'm not sure.
I think he's just going to do designated hitting because he's not pitching.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still looking forward to seeing Shohei. I mean, that's going to be awesome. Yes, and I also have to go with Aiden. Ronald Acuna Jr. has been lights out, so I'm excited to see Acuna. I like what he's been doing. Let's see here. Oh yeah, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about the rumors intensifying that Shohei is going to be traded? Do you guys buy that?
No, kind of like we said last week. I don't really see it at all.
Yeah,
really? No.
Now, I said that last week, and I still agree with that. But the only reason why I might see that happening is I saw something on a show. They said that he has an expiring contract, so the best that they're going to be able to get for him by the time that contract runs out is nothing, because he will just leave in free agency. So personally, if I'm the Angels GM, this is like the ultimate hot take of the podcast right here. I would actually trade Shohei. I would definitely trade Shohei Ohtani, and the reason I would do that is because, let's be honest, our team sucks. You guys aren't going to go anywhere, and there's no reason to let him walk in free agency. You should. If I'm the GM, I'm getting all sorts of young talent, all sorts of picks, because who knows? You may have the next Ellie De La Cruz. You may have the next Juan Soto, lurking around. Alex, you have a trade idea. What is that?
Well, also you were saying prospects, so I could also see some top name prospects in minor leagues go out, but I was thinking maybe an Orioles situation here. Their ERA is terrible, and they kind of need a better pitcher in that scenario. So maybe Adley Rutschman and Gunnar Henderson for Shohei Ohtani, and maybe throw in a prospect guy.
I could see something like that.
Because Angels need a better, kind of infield, and they need a better catcher.
We ask this every week, and I think I know the answers, but I'm going to tell you a sneaky underrated team is the Braves that he could go to. The Braves are a sneaky team that might get him. Now, I know I ask this question every week, but just rapid fire. Let's start off with Aiden. Aiden, where do you see Shohei going if he's traded? Which team?
I see him going to the Atlanta Braves, like you were saying. But if not, maybe the Dodgers.
Alex, where do you see?
Mets, Braves, or Athletics.
Athletics?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because they're going to get so much more cap space when they move to Las Vegas, and I think it's just going to be like an instant. They're going to pick up two guys. One of them's going to be Shohei, and we're going to have another guy.
I don't see him being traded to the Athletics, but I see him possibly signing there if they announce that they're moving to Vegas. Like if they keep him and then he walks. Personally, I could see Shohei with the Braves. I could see him with the Dodgers, of course. I don't see him with the Mets. The Mets, I'm not buying. I don't buy the Mets at all. I think that they're really overrated, and yeah, I don't buy what the Mets are doing. They're too expensive. They've got too much payroll. I don't think that they're going to be able to take that on, and nobody's going to want to trade with the Mets anyways because nobody wants to wash Francisco Lindor, who's got like $37 million added to your cap. So I just see the Mets out of any race. I would have said that they're in a race, but their players brought them out of that race. Maybe I don't see the Yankees, even though the Yankees like to make big signings. I could see the Red Sox. I know he was kind of complaining about the weather, but the Red Sox have got good prospects. The Red Sox have got good prospects and all sorts of stuff going over there for them, and they're a big team. They got the good cap. But I like that Orioles. So overall, I see probably Braves, Dodgers, or Red Sox. That's what I'm thinking. Let's quickly here to just recap. So the AllStar game on Tuesday closes out the week in a star-studded showdown in Seattle. The game starts at 8 Eastern on Fox on Tuesday. So if you guys want to watch the All-Star game, go ahead and watch that. But I like the Home Run Derby personally almost even better. But yeah, okay, let's move on. MLS and NBA Summer League. We might sprinkle in some Vols there. Let's see. So as the MLS prepares for the arrival of Messi, we're seeing a really interesting trend emerging. I'm going to start off with the MLS segment. Now, there's an interesting trend emerging that I've noticed in the MLS. Have you guys noticed the amount of goals each week scored and how many of them are absolute bangers? It's unbelievable, some of the goals that these people are scoring all of a sudden.
I know.
Yeah.
I haven't really mentioned it, but that one Columbus Crew goal from like 50-plus yards out.
Yeah. That's insane. And I'm thinking of the Joseph Martinez goal just a little bit ago. I mean, all of a sudden, we've got like goal of the year candidates coming out of the MLS. And I don't know how this is happening and why this is happening, but ever since the arrival of Messi, I've noticed something. I think at the MLS's level, the desire to win, the desire to impress has gone way up. The play was way different. We were just at a game a few days ago. The play, right? Because I went to the opening game, and then we saw this game. Just how everybody's kind of working around there. You know, there's stuff messy going on over there, and just the players are really, there's a desire to win. There's a real hunger. It used to be in the MLS that players would just kind of sit around and yawn and retire. I mean, I remember Gonzalo Higuain, a really famous Argentine player, played for Inter Miami as well. He literally was quoted saying, like, I smoke cigars before games. He doesn't take it seriously. But I think players are taking this league a lot more seriously. So that's the trend emerging as we prepare for the arrival of Messi on the 21st. So it's been interesting to see. Oh, also, good point there from Alex. Alex coming in with good points in the podcast here with the texting. Walker Zimmerman, that's right. Walker Zimmerman is suspended tomorrow night for a red card. Now, I was at the game, and nobody in the game or in the stadium could understand why he was red carded. He also was apparently fined for an undisclosed amount for not getting off the field.
I think it was $60K or $150K, something like that.
Yeah, in an orderly manner. Do you guys agree with the red card? Because I was watching in the stadium, and everybody was very confused and, like, very mad. You guys, I think at least Alex was watching from home. Did you guys agree with the red card there?
No, both of the yellow cards that were drawn, they were kind of questionable, especially the last one. It was kind of just like, yes, he did make contact, kind of put his elbow on him, but he didn't extend it, use any of his body weight to push him, or it just kind of like a slip and fall right when he kind of touched him. So, yeah, it kind of looked like a push, but you pull it down in so much different angles, kind of like what y'all saw and the whole stadium saw. Thoroughly saw a different thing from the referee, and he saw the push right there, but everyone else did not. And it was just kind of a bad call. Referee was right in the wrong spot, but I can see where he was coming from. Not the best call.
Okay.
Well, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I remember Zimmerman, I don't know if they picked it up on TV, but it was really funny. He took this big lap right in front of all the benches and was, like, pumping up the crowd, and then he was looking into the camera that's broadcast on, like, the video board and was, like, saying stuff into the camera. He looked really, really mad, but that's what they're finding him for. Do you guys want to move on to the Summer League?
Wait, can I add something?
Yeah.
If he would, want to play at USA, could he do that? Or would he still be suspended?
No, he's still suspended.
So he couldn't even play a USA?
Mm-mm. And he can't now because they've already called everybody up. So you can't add people unless there's an injury. If that makes sense. So, for instance, one of the U.S. Midfielders got injured, so they took Jackson Ewell from San Jose and called him up. But the only way that Zimmerman, I think, could be called up is if I know for sure the only way that he can be called up is if a player is injured and he takes their place. But I don't think he's even eligible because of some weird reason, he played the last tournament. I don't understand, but I don't know how that works. But he's not eligible.
Okay.
So yeah, that answers your question. Let's now move on to the Summer League. You guys can handle most of that segment, and then we'll probably have some predictions because I have to go.
Summer League. Well, obviously we see the top three picks kind of here: Victor Wembanyama, Scoot Henderson, and Brandon Miller. They're gonna be able to play for the NBA no matter what they kind of do here. They're gonna be playing for the NBA, potentially starting. But some of the lesser known players and lower drafted guys are gonna have to really fight for their spot, including second year guys and overseas people. I think the three tournaments, California Classic, Salt Lake City League, and then the NBA 2K24 League, they're going to be showing some great action. Brandon Miller has not been looking great so far at all. Kind of struggling really early. And then Victor Wembanyama is supposedly going to start tonight against the Lakers, I think. I may be wrong on that. But in the Salt Lake City tournament, the Jazz were able to showcase their 3 first-round picks that were really outstanding. Taylor Hendricks, Keontae George out of Baylor, and Bryce Sensabaugh were really good. The Oklahoma City looked nice and healthy with Chet Holmgren. He looked amazing, picked up some good blocks. And Memphis Grizzlies have looked great. Kenny Lofton just kind of dominating. And also 76ers, Jared Springer got drafted last year out of Tennessee, just looking awesome. And all these games are going to be on ESPN, ESPN2, and NBA TV. And they're just playing awesome. They're playing awesome, and if you're a basketball fan, you should really tune in. There's about games every day on YouTube TV or Apple TV. I don't know where you watch it, and
That's
also
on ESPN.
ESPN. Yes, I don't know why I said that. That was like an accidental. Accidental plug right there for YouTube TV, but also out of trades. So we spent a lot of great trades around here. Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, you can possibly see them. Also, Memphis Grizzlies have been picking up. They got 3 second round picks, and the Grizzlies will send a second round pick to the Pelicans for 2 second round picks. And also they're going to get Isaiah Todd. Grant Williams is going. Reggie Bullock is leaving. Grant Williams is making a bank off of that 3-way trade with the Celtics, Reggie Bullock, and just picks. A lot of picks are going around. So nothing too major from draft that we've missed. But anyway, Aiden, you have anything to add? Or Benjamin, you have anything to add?
I think interested to see Wembanyama's debut tonight. I know I'll be not the biggest Summer League fan, but I'll be definitely tuning in for that.
So, Aiden and Benjamin, obviously Victor Wembanyama's his presence has been people have been looking out for him out there. Certainly, he's easy to spot out there. Easy to spot for Britney Spears. What? Who else are y'all trying to look at as far as players, like who needs to prove their point and kind of the most? And who?
I'm really curious. Well, number one, Brandon Miller, disaster apparently there.
Yes, 8 fouls and 7 fouls.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been a big Brandon Miller fan. Still not a big Brandon Miller fan, and he's not been good. Player that I'm really interested in is I like Scoot Henderson. When that guy was drafted, I was kind of I'm impressed by him. I also like someone from Belmont was drafted just over here. So someone from Belmont was drafted. So I'm kind of curious to see some of those players. Scoot Henderson, I forget the guy from Belmont, but I think he went to the Celtics. I mean, it's interesting, but I think the man who needs to make his mark is Wembanyama. I mean, I
think he's going to get the start no matter what.
Yeah, well, he'll get the start. I think he needs. Not only does he, but he's going to get the start. But I think we need to realize here is we could be watching generational talent in Wembanyama, or we could just be watching a bust. And can I make a little bit of a hot take and tie this in with something?
Yeah. So
we've been looking at trades, right? We've been looking at, the Chris Pauls, the different little trades there. Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant. But nobody I don't think we've quite mentioned is Damian Lillard requesting a leave from Portland. And I have a hot take. if Damian Lillard does indeed leave Portland, I don't know if it's going to be to Miami because I think if Wembanyama plays well enough in this summer league, so this is why I'm watching. If Wembanyama plays well enough in this summer league, and people are going, "Oh my goodness, this dude can ball! Like this is unbelievable." I wonder if Lillard, maybe just maybe, might go to San Antonio. And the reason I say that is if you think about it, San Antonio owns a lot of picks. They have an amazing draft capital for Portland to choose from. And they possibly have generational talent. But let's say like he's like bricking everything. Like it's just like this dude is like washed. Like what is going on? Because remember, in all of his shoot arounds so far, he's looked pretty bad. Right, and whether I don't know if that's just like pressure or like he's like adjusting because like the rims can be a little bit different. You know, I mean, it's dumb excuses, but still that stuff can happen. But I just wonder, do you guys think that Damian Lillard might go to San Antonio?
Yeah, that's a good assumption right there. Obviously, no one knows, and there's been a lot of rumors. Like I said, Celtics was a good idea, but I also can see maybe a three-way trade with Celtics, Spurs, and Trailblazers, or maybe even 76ers. Maybe if they're able to get Harden back and Embiid, maybe see them going there. But anyway, my answer to that question, who kind of stands out or needs to be better, I would say Kyle Alexander. On the Hawks, Kyle Alexander and Euros Plastic. Kyle Alexander, he's been playing overseas. He got his kind of experience in NBA a while ago, but he's just not able to he hasn't really been able to prove himself, and he's been playing well overseas. So anyway, I think they need to do well, and Euros Plastic, undrafted, and he's trying to work for his spot on maybe the Hawks roster. Also, someone that's kind of surprising off Tennessee, I know it's kind of biased, Yeast Pons. Surprised he was not picked up. He's been playing amazing. Over in France, he was a slam dunk champion, dunked over Victor Wembanyama. So that was just awesome.
What about Vescovi's returning to the Vols for last year, right?
Yes.
Okay. Man, I don't know what the Vols. I don't know anything Vols basketball without Santiago Vescovi. It feels like he's been there forever. Am I right about that? Like, how long has he been there?
Yeah, I think he's been there.
Seriously, anytime I think of the Vols, I think of Grant Williams and Vescovi every time.
I think he's been there since. I would like to say almost since I've been watching. Probably I think it was like
2019.
2019, right? No, I think it was longer than that.
Hey, how about Grant Williams moving? What do you guys think about that? That's a former Vol.
Yeah, he's making a lot of money doing that.
Grant Williams, remember? Grant Williams is actually crazy underrated. I'm going to tell you why. Remember Grant Williams that first year? And you guys can't deny this because, I know that you know. He was not good his first year in the NBA. But the thing is about Grant Williams, I don't know what that text is. The thing is about Grant Williams is that the second year, he just skyrocketed. Third year, big jump. Really, it's amazing because the first year I was like, this dude is not going to make it in the NBA. Right? So, I just find this. Okay, so he's been there. Okay, I see. Yeah, but I find Grant Williams. That guy's a monster. That's a good, solid pickup for any team. First year though was a disaster. Do you guys agree with me though that
all Tennessee fans and Celtics knew the same exact thing, that he was going to be good, and they stuck with him. Just prove him right or prove him wrong. And he proved the Celtics right. And he is awesome. He's going to be making great buck. Obviously, Grizzlies fans hate Mavericks, but I will love Grant Williams and Luka Doncic.
I agree. You're right. The Celtics always knew that they had something there in Grant Williams, even when some of the outsiders didn't believe in it. So, I agree. Gamble well paid off. Grant Williams, congrats on a big pay grade, big payday right there. Yeah, I mean, seriously, really underrated pickup, really good, solid player. He'll fight. He'll give you the good minutes. I like Grant Williams and what he's doing. Can we move on to statements now?
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to statements. Do you want me to kick it off?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Apple juice is the best type of fruit juice. Yes or no?
I agree.
I would have to say apple juice is the most consistent. Sometimes I've had some great grape juice, and that's better than apple juice, but I think that's a great take, that apple juice is usually better.
Okay. All right. Aiden, what's your pick?
Okay, so I have two just in case. I don't know if we've said this before or as a statement. I don't know if you said it, Benjamin, or Alex, I don't know. But my first one is pineapple belongs on pizza.
Yeah. I think someone said that, but I don't know. But either way,
I have another one just in
the
case.
answer is yes. I don't understand people's massive issue with that. Do I like it a lot? No. But the answer is yes.
What are your thoughts, Alex?
Do what?
What are your thoughts?
Pineapple belongs on
pizza. I think it depends what you get. I think if you get a Hawaiian pizza, it belongs to pizza. But if you just have like a supreme pizza and you're just putting pineapples on there, that's just like...
Yeah, I agree. That's messed up.
And then my second statement, just in case we've already said that before, is vanilla ice cream is the best flavor of ice cream.
Absolutely not.
Cookies and cream.
No, mint chocolate chip.
Oh, yeah. Mint chocolate chip and cookies and cream.
I don't know. People got issues with mint chocolate chip, though, and cookies and cream. I don't know what people's issues are with
those two are the best. Mint chocolate chip and cookies and cream are the two best.
See, I agree with Alex on that.
So, yeah, we're gonna go eat some ice cream after this podcast.
That's so basic. Like vanilla ice cream, it's a good complimentary. You know what I'm talking about?
But you can put a lot more stuff on it, like chocolate syrup, sprinkles. You can do a lot of stuff with it.
He brings up a good point. You can do a lot with it.
Sprinkles taste like nothing. You could put sprinkles on whatever you want. They're air.
If you want another statement, sprinkles don't really taste that good by themselves. It just tastes a little weird. I don't know if it's just really small, but
they don't have a flavor.
Yes, they do.
They kind of do.
No, they don't.
I don't know. Time out. Wait. Time out. The thing is as a flavor, is vanilla the best? No, but you can. Aiden is right. You can do a lot with it. You can pair it with pie, cake. You can put stuff on it. That's cool. But is it still the best? No. It's mint chocolate chip or cookies and cream.
Could you eat cookies and cream with a brownie? Yes. Could you eat cookies and cream with Oreos? Yes.
Yes.
You could eat anything you want, Aiden. Same thing with chocolate. Same thing with strawberry.
Yeah, mint chocolate chip you can't pair extremely well necessarily.
No.
I mean, you can kind of rock with it. Maybe, I don't know. But I still like mint chocolate chip the best. All right, let's move. Should we move on to predictions? Or wait, no. Has Alex said us?
No.
Okay, Alex, go ahead.
Shooting off fireworks are better than trick-or-treating.
What was that?
Shooting fireworks are better than trick-or-treating.
Okay, well, I've never shot a firework before.
Not like shooting fireworks, but like watching fireworks on 4th of July.
1,000% yes. 1,000%.
I'd say that now, but if you were asking me when I was littler, when I was actually trick-or-treating, I'd probably say trick-or-treating because I just like eating candy a lot. But
that's a good point. But yeah, I like fireworks. Aiden's right. I echo what Aiden says. All right, let's move on to predictions. Okay, so who's our winner?
Aiden just dominated again.
Woo!
Dude, I never heard that. And then I got second, and Benjamin, by a landslide, was in third.
Wait a second. I want to make an announcement. I want to make an announcement really quick. I think if I'm thinking right here, we'll probably have about one more cycle of predictions until football season. for these next predictions, like I'll be somewhat serious. Like I'll do what I've been doing this whole time. But when football season comes, people, I am going to be super serious. There's no more like, oh, little Cinderella story, little, no. I'm going to be super serious. Like I am not letting Aiden win again or Alex. I will win. Mark my words. I guarantee you I will win during football season.
Well, actually,
There's nothing but W's.
I don't like to kind of bring Benjamin up like this, but be fair, Benjamin wasn't first to begin the podcast for a while, and that was during football season, and as soon as it kind of went to basketball season, he just like...
See, he's right because he knows that I take football seriously, and I want to open this up. Hold on, let me say this. I want to open this up with a controversial but big prediction. All of my predictions and to kick off the football season starts with the UVA Hoos taking down the Vols. Day 1, week 1, let's get it. The Virginia Cavaliers take down the Volunteers at Nissan, and I'm going to be there to watch it. I sense it. It's coming. But actually, Joe Milton's got a cannon of an arm. I've actually kind of bought into some of that hype on Twitter.
Peyton Manning,
crazy
Player of the Year. If you the quarterback that wins the votes in the Peyton Manning camp, out of the last 5 years, they've won the Heisman or been picked to go to the Heisman every year.
And Joe Milton won the vote.
Yeah, he was the number one quarterback.
Dude, Joe Milton's deep ball, though, is effortless. Now, on a serious note, like, I don't know what he's going to be like in a game, but his deep ball is crazy.
Yeah, you don't know what he'll be in a game because you don't watch.
No, I watch. He's very average to me in game. I mean, like, trust me, I want him to succeed, but he's just very average.
Is Virginia ranked?
No, but I'm watching Michigan.
Virginia is not ranked.
Exactly. That's why it's an upset.
Clemson was a top-ranked team. Able to go to New York City.
He had like 2 years to get his act together at Michigan, and he couldn't do it. So then he went to the Vols. He had a whole year, and let's be honest, I hate to say it, but he got beat out by Hendon Hooker, who you guys love so much. So don't get me wrong. Joe Milton's got a cannon of an arm.
Hooker was able to use his veteran presence on Joe Milton.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is maybe he'll be better this year, but from what I've seen, he's not good. Let's move on to predictions here, though, because I have to go soon. Let's move on to predictions. Hey, I'm, though, super excited for football season. Like, I'm going to be super serious. And remember, my Nebraska prediction is still there. Nebraska, being ranked by the end of the year in the Big Ten championship. I still got that going strong. All right, let's go. Bowl should be scary. Okay, let's go, though, move on to predictions. It's going to be soccer because it's like the only thing that's really on because of AllStar weeks and stuff. So let's start off with the Gold Cup. We got Panama and Qatar, a new cycle of predictions to kick us off. Panama and Qatar, who do you have winning that?
I got Panama.
Panama
as well. Mexico and Costa Rica, who do you have?
I got Mexico.
Mexico as well. Okay, Guatemala and Jamaica. Who do you have?
I got Jamaica.
So, these pronunciations are just making me crazy. With Guatemala, it's going to win.
I agree with that. I got Guatemala. I'm kind of afraid to pick against Aiden, even though I'm the one that knows the soccer, because for some reason his predictions always end up right, but I'm still going to go with Guatemala. I just don't see them losing. Let's go USA and Canada. How about that one?
I got USA.
USA
as well. Let's move on to the MLS here. New York City FC against the Columbus Crew. Who do you have?
I got the Columbus Crew.
I'm going with Columbus Crew.
Yeah, I got Columbus Crew. Too much at home. New York City has struggled this year. Inter Miami and DC United. Who do you got?
I got DC United.
I have DC United.
DC United, yeah, I like them bouncing back after a tough loss last week. Let's go Montreal Impact against Atlanta United. Who do you have?
I got Montreal Impact.
Atlanta United.
Yeah, I got Atlanta United. Man, I think I've agreed with Alex on every pick here. But yes, I got to go with Atlanta United. Too much at home for Montreal. Sporting Kansas City and Houston Dynamo.
Well, didn't you pick Qatar?
I picked Panama.
Okay, then we're perfect so far.
Yeah, we're 7 for 7. Okay, Sporting Kansas City and Houston Dynamo.
I got Houston Dynamo.
Houston Dynamo.
Yeah, I've also got Houston Dynamo. Okay. Philadelphia Union against the LA Galaxy.
I got the LA Galaxy.
Philadelphia Union.
I'm going to have to disagree with Alex. I got the LA Galaxy at home.
You're going to disagree with me? You're going to have to wager 6 points, 3-3.
Okay, I'll do that.
Aiden, you want to wager 3?
Yeah.
I'll definitely do that. Kick us off our first wager. Let's go. Nashville SC against Chicago Fire.
I got Nashville SC.
Nashville SC.
Yeah, Nashville SC. It's gonna be close. I'm actually really predicting a draw on that one, but I'm gonna still go with NSC because of that. Yeah. Well, thanks for watching. There's our thoughts in this week of sports. So, any final thoughts, you guys?
My name is Alex. Thank you guys for watching. If any questions, comments, or concerns, please email us at tlead5588@gmail.com. We appreciate all y'all watching. If y'all have any ideas or kind of want us to be short in podcasts or just any ideas what we can do, just please email us or put it in the comment section.
Yeah, and for those of you who comment get new mics, yes, that'll eventually happen. Just be patient, okay? So don't comment that. We'll understand.
If you want us to do that, how about you like the video where we're able to get more views and
afford better mics. And afford better mics. So definitely like the video. Listen on Spotify. We'll be probably releasing some YouTube shorts of some of these segments. So if you're watching the YouTube shorts, maybe we should put this in the shorts. If you're watching the YouTube shorts, head on over to the In the Pressbox podcast on YouTube or Spotify. Listen, it's where you get your podcast. And just listen to a little bit of the episode and just leave a comment of what you think. Good, bad, in between. Just leave a comment. That way we know what to do better or what to kind of draw back on. So if you're watching one of these YouTube shorts, go watch the podcast, episode 33. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Go Vols.